This is a Thor News presentation. Thor News presents... You're right, sir.
Slow your rotation, stellar fool.
Doesn't matter what I believe.
Hit the button, baby.
Party dance time.
Speaking of science, is there a planet X, a massive perturber, hidden beyond Pluto? Wow, this is on the Washington Post, who we would consider the mainstream media. Though it might be garbage, because it seems like anything that comes out of Washington these days is pretty much garbage. Zing! That was a joke. Don't take it wrong, WP. This article was written September 3rd by Joel Aschenbach. And if you know me, you know I love to pontificate, wonder, speculate, dream of, and daydream about Planet X. So let us dive into the discussion. And also, I always got people who are like, you lie, you know Planet X is here, and you won't tell people. And I'm like, no, that's not true. I do not know if Planet X is inbound, and the thing that is causing change across all planets on the solar system. I'm on the fence, man, and that's why I've done so many videos on it, because I'm very curious. I'm trying to figure it out. And if I had to guess, what and where it was, I would guess that it's Eris, or somewhere near the Eris area, where you will find Eris, Sedna, and VP113. This is all a very fascinating story, and you had official astronomers come out and say, yeah, there's a big giant planet perturbing our planets. All right, with that out of the way, to the article. If you have been following our coverage of the New Horizons mission, you know that the NASA probe had a spectacular flyby of Pluto on July 14th. And if the agency approves the funding, will scrutinize a cold, classical Kuiper Belt object on New Year's Day 2019. It's basically a chunk of ice and rock, maybe about the size of the District of Columbia. But I love is they're like, yeah, we need to approve more funding for this big, dumb, boring chunk of ice rock. That's not how you sell crap, gentlemen. You know what I'm saying? But that mission has to be approved. It's got Alex Parker involved, who I'm a big fan of. He's doing his best with the hand he's been dealt, kids. Astronomers so far have detected about 1,500 icy bodies in the Kuiper Belt, according to Scott Sheppard, an astronomer with the Carnegie Institution of Washington. A few of them are big enough to rank as dwarf planets. And there may be something much bigger lurking out there in the dark, says Sheppard. And there may be something much bigger lurking out there in the dark, says Sheppard, a scientist. Did you hear that? And the funny thing is that in the IAU's, in the International Astronomical Union, definition of defining planets, even if they found a planet 8 times the size of Jupiter, it would still be a dwarf planet. It'd still be a dwarf because they're funny like that. There are tantalizing hints of a hidden planet that's bigger than Pluto, perhaps even bigger than Earth, perhaps 8 times the size of Jupiter. They didn't write that, but we were perhapsing. You notice how they always perhaps to the low end? Would a hidden planet the size of Pluto really be perturbing the outer planets? Hell no. I think there are definitely things out there bigger than Pluto. That's what she said. They're yet to be discovered. Well, she didn't say that because she discovered it. I don't know what that means. Forgive me. Sheppard and Chad Trujillo of the Gemini Observatory in Hawaii published a paper in the Journal of Nature in 2014 saying that a massive outer solar system perturber may exist. I covered that story. The paper reported discovery of what appears to be a dwarf planet dubbed 2012 VP113, nicknamed Biden. I don't know why an official paper has to give it a nickname, because that nickname sucks. It's almost like you want people to forget about it in 2 years. That's currently about 3 times farther from the sun than is Pluto, out beyond Kuiper Belt. In describing this new world, the astronomers noted that a number of large, very remote objects share a similar orbit angle. Yeah, it's weird. They're all in one place. It seems like they all have these amazing orbits, like over 10,000 years. And so it's like, we should definitely fire a satellite towards them ASAP. And we haven't taken a picture of Eris in forever. We should be getting a new picture of Sedna and VP113, like every day. But that's not how it works. That's suspicious if you're an astronomer expecting to see a random distribution of objects. Yeah, it's suspicious. It's all suspicious. The key orbital feature is known, rather obtusely, as the argument of perihelion. Wait, what? That sentence confused me, but enticed me at the same time. The key orbital feature is known, rather obtusely, as the argument of perihelion. Oh, so yeah, I guess we don't have perihelion totally figured out yet. The perihelion is when an object is closest to the sun in its orbit cycle. We're not shy of orbital concepts. We try to toss around the phase obliquity of the elliptic whenever possible. But this one is not very easy to explain. Alright, guy, I guess you're trying to get the money spent on your degree back at 1 10-cent word at a time. I don't know what that means. I have to Google it later, but this article's already long enough. But this one is not very easy to explain. The argument of perihelion is the angle at which an object comes to perihelion with respect to the ecliptic plane. The ecliptic is a great circle on the celestial sphere representing the sun's apparent path during the year. So called because lunar and solar eclipses can only occur when the moon crosses it. Sweet. All right, let's have some fun. Sheppard said in an email, Mike Brown, the most famous astronomer of all time, the man who killed Pluto, And a guy I really wouldn't mind interviewing sometime, if you're listening, Mike. Did you know people used to think I was you? That was weird. Some guy accused me of being Mike Brown. I was like, hell no, I'm way funnier than that dude. Mike Brown, the Caltech astronomer who discovered the dwarf planet Eris, tells us by email, Scott's claim is that all these objects come to perihelion at the ecliptic, and all are going from below the plane to above the plane at perihelion. Ooh, wait, that's interesting. Scott's claim is that all of these objects come to perihelion at the ecliptic, and all are going from below the plane to above the plane at perihelion. That is interesting. I'm telling you, on a nerdy level, the story is really cool. On a totally nerdy level, man, the story is really cool. So there's something seemingly non-random, indeed a striking pattern, in how these extremely distant objects move around the sun. And that suggests that there's something out there influencing them, or more precisely, making other types of orbits unstable. There's something out there. Which reminds me, one thing I thought was fascinating is Mike Brown, initially when he found Eris, he was like, I guarantee you it's much, much bigger than Pluto. And it came out, we're like, nope, same size, 10 years later. But the thing that I used, when you put up the Hubble photographs of Pluto, and then you put up the Hubble photographs of Eris, which is 2 or 3 times farther away, its brightness isn't much different. And you can even see its moon, Dysnomia, from there. So, if they're about the same size in a picture, explain to me again, are they the same size, even though one is twice as far away, 3 times as far away? You know, seems like simple science, bro. You know how to do that? Yeah, that's right. Welcome to Asteroid Challenge Fight Club.
Stay cool. This is a Thor News presentation. Thor News presents... You're right, sir.
Slow your rotation, stellar fool.
Doesn't matter what I believe.
Hit the button, baby.
Party dance time.
Speaking of science, is there a planet X, a massive perturber, hidden beyond Pluto? Wow, this is on the Washington Post, who we would consider the mainstream media. Though it might be garbage, because it seems like anything that comes out of Washington these days is pretty much garbage. Zing! That was a joke. Don't take it wrong, WP. This article was written September 3rd by Joel Aschenbach. And if you know me, you know I love to pontificate, wonder, speculate, dream of, and daydream about Planet X. So let us dive into the discussion. And also, I always got people who are like, you lie, you know Planet X is here, and you won't tell people. And I'm like, no, that's not true. I do not know if Planet X is inbound, and the thing that is causing change across